In this tutorial I'll teach you step by step and note for note how to play a great solo over a minor blues. Minor blues, that is for example The Thrill Is Gone by B.B. King, or Eric Clapton is playing a minor solo over the unplugged version of Layla. Let's first take a listen how the solo sounds. Hello and welcome. My name is Andi and this is the place where blues guitar is made easy. The standard blues progression is 4 bars of A and then 2 bars of D and 2 bars of A and then E, D, A, and in the final bar you have an E or an A, and in the final 2 bars you could also, instead of the A and the E, play something like a turnaround melody. But in the minor blues, the chord progression is a little bit different. Of course we have minor chords, so it's 4 bars of A minor and then 2 bars of D minor and another 2 bars of A minor. But then we'll have an F major, often played as an F7. This is minor 7s, so it's like not an F major 7, it's a major chord with a minor 7th. And then we have the E7, and then we have the A minor again. And the melody that we'll learn in this tutorial also reflects, of course, these chord changes with the F and the E. So let's get into it. The melody consists of the notes of the A minor scale. It's the A minor pentatonic plus a B, the 9th, and the F, the minor 6. So, what do these notes look like? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. That's the A minor scale. We have a couple of motifs here. The first motif is repeated, A minor, and then it's transposed to D minor, and then it's repeated on A minor again. So the first 8 bars are basically only one musical motif, and then we'll have something that fits perfectly over the F chord, and then we'll have a great melody over the E chord that leads us back to the A. The first motif goes something like this. So what we'll have here is the 5th, and I roll my ring finger up to the root. So this is 7th fret A string, 7th fret D string, and then we'll have the minor 3rd. Don't play the typical major blues thing. This sounds horrible if you play it over a minor blues. This note is forbidden on the minor blues. So instead we'll go down to the 9th, back up, and then we'll make a little triller. We'll play a hammer on and a pull off, that's 16th notes, and then we'll resolve to the root A. A little bit of vibrato, and this, except for the last note, is a pickup bar. So what we'll have here is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's a 1. Also note that the bass just starts here, plays a bar while the guitar rests, and then when the bass has a rest, the melody starts all over again. So the bass and the melody of the guitar are alternating, and as a climax, during the final few bars, the bass and the guitar play together. So let's see, we'll repeat that, and then we'll move the whole thing 5 frets up to the D. That's easy if you can play it here. But I want to show you something different. You can also play it one string higher. Of course, the fingering changes a little bit because we're moving onto the B string. So what we'll have here is 7th fret D string, 7th fret G string with roll again. And now the notes on the highest string are moved one fret up because the B string is tuned one fret lower, and we'll have to compensate for that. And a little bit of vibrato again. Then back to the A. You can play the last note also with the ring finger if you want to. If you feel your vibrato sounds better on that finger, and if you can make the stretch so far. Okay, and now we have a pickup to the F. So what we'll play here is on the last bar of A minor, on the 8th bar, is just notes from the A minor arpeggio. And arpeggio is just playing the notes of the chord one after the other. So it's 5th, 7th, root, minor 3rd. It's A7, D5, D7, G5 and back again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So again you leave out the 1 and starting on the 1 end, you'll play notes of the pickup bar, and that last note, the E, leads into the F. Now there's an F chord and we just play an F arpeggio. Root, 3rd, 5th, that sounds great over the F chord. We'll jump up to the G7, bend up. Now this is the flatted 5th of the A minor scale. This is the E flat. And usually you don't want to stick on that note too long because it's pretty, let's call it intense. But on the F7, this is actually the one place where you can really play and make it sound long. Because it's a chord tone of the F7. And then you go back down. So 1 and 2 and 3. Down to the 5th, and now there's the E chord, and so we play notes from the E chord. Slide up to the root, G9, and then the G here, the 8th fret of the B string, is the minor 3rd, so it sounds a little bit bluesy because the chord is a major chord. And then slide back down, and now the hammer-on figure, the hammer-on pull-off trill figure from the first motif to get out of the solo with something that people already know. If you want to, you can play a few variations during the first 4 motifs. What I did is I repeated it, and then on the 3rd time we have a chord change, so the melody changed, and people already know by that time what comes. And so on the 3rd or 4th time, I guess they're already humming along. But you can play little variations if you want to. And the next step would be to improvise with these little licks, change the rhythm a little bit, change a note here and there, and just improvise and invent your own melody. And now, as a bonus, I'll teach you the bass line. So what we'll have here is we'll have the melody, that's a pickup, and then here's the 1 of the first bar. And when that note comes, at the same time we'll play the bass. We can also play it on the guitar, no problem. What I did here is, it's basically an A minor arpeggio again. 5th fret of the E string and 8th fret, root and minor 3rd, then the 5th, A7, then the minor 7th, D string, 5th fret, and then the root, again 1 octave up and back down. And you could repeat that figure. Note that the 7th is played longer. But what I did instead is I'll play a rest on the 2nd bar. So I only play the root note, slide out of it, and then we'll have a rest, and now the melody starts all over. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and here we'll have the next phrase of the bass. And then when we go to the D chord, we'll have the pickup bar again. with the guitar, and on that final note, and here we'll start the bass run just 5 frets up. Pick up bar for the next A. And now for the F7 and the E7, we'll have this, so it's the low F, first fret of E string, slide into the 3rd on the 5th fret, the 5th is 3rd fret of the A string, and the 7th. So this is just an F7 arpeggio. This is a long note again, to repeat the rhythm that we had before on the bass, and then it's 7th, 6th and 5th on the 6th, 5th and 3rd fret of the A string. And then we repeat the same thing on E. And now we're back on the A. And on that final break, on that rest, we'll have the pickup for the next 12 bars. The only thing that I want to note here is when going back from the E, I wouldn't jump with the index finger from here to here, because then you have a little rest in between those notes. I think that doesn't sound so good. So there's 2 options that you have. You could play the open A, and while the open A is sounding, you could move up here. Or you could play, move your index finger now here, and now you're in the correct position to play this. I really hope you enjoyed this lesson and it gave you a great start into soloing over a minor blues. If you want to learn more from me because you love my style of teaching, or because you just want a systematic approach to learning blues guitar, you can contact me and I'll put my email address up here. And if you subscribe to this channel and also hit that little bell, then you'll never miss a video again. I'll put up some videos here from my channel so you can learn some more from me. And my name is Andi, and I'll see you in the next video.